Well, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, distinguished guests, and of course, representatives of the teams, my name is Tucker Thompson, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the official press conference of the Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series Gothenburg. Now, the points scored on this series count towards the Louis Vuitton America's Cup qualifiers in Bermuda in 2017. Out of respect, we begin with the hometown team, and out of entertainment, we begin with Nathan Outteridge. I hate to begin with this, but I have to ask, my co-commentator in the broadcast, Kenny Reed, told me today that a catamaran is a lot faster upright than it is on its side. I thought that was pretty good advice, but what happened? You didn't race the practice race today because why?
Yeah, well, we capsized. We were just doing like a bit of routine training before the start, did a couple of jibes, and we did a good one, and then we thought, we'll do one more, and the calls weren't very clear as to what the next move was, and when we decided to round up, we had the runner still on. Unfortunately, it was on the leeward side, and when we had to ease the wing sheet, the wing touched the leeward runner, and as everyone knows, when you touch the leeward runner, you can't ease it anymore, and we went to turn up, too much power, turned down, bows in, rudders out, and then the wing went in the water. So it was a little bit disappointing, but we're working on getting it ready for tomorrow, and that's what these boats are like. You push them hard, and everyone's out there, pushing these boats as hard as they can, and that's what happens if you push them too hard.
Van Ainsley, how important was it for you and Land Rover BAR to have a groundswell of support from the British fans?
Well, we were really blown away by the amount of people that turned out to support the event in Portsmouth. It was incredible for us as the home team, and to come away with a win on home waters meant a lot to us. And now here to see the effort that's gone into the event here in Gothenburg. Big thank you to all the event organisers here, and from what we've seen on the practice racing today, we're in for a great event.
Emirates Team New Zealand, and Glenn, you guys didn't sail today. What happened there?
Yeah, unfortunately we had a little breakage today with the under-rigging of the boat, so the call was made to get the boat back to the mooring. Very, very disappointing, because we all love sailing these boats in good conditions, and there was some certainly high speed, flat water, fantastic conditions out there today. So pretty disappointing for myself personally. But tomorrow, conditions are looking fantastic, as they are for the whole weekend. So thoroughly looking forward to the racing tomorrow and getting stuck into it with these boys beside me.
I'm glad you mentioned screaming and yelling, because my next question for you was about the start of race number 2 with Frank Camas. And I don't know how to say bad words in French, but I think there may have been a few uttered. Can you tell us what happened in that pre-start?
Yeah, well, look, it's as you see out there, the guys, we're trying to fight for every little inch we can, and on every boat. So you're really pushing hard, and Frank and ourselves, we got tangled up on the start line, and we were offering some words of encouragement to get going, and so yeah, it was all good. Look, we go as hard as we can on the water. But, Frank and I won an America's Cup together, so, we're good mates and we get along well, have a good relationship. But, yeah, on the water, there's no, you don't pull any punches, but back ashore, we're all good.
Well, it was nothing personal against Jimmy. we had other vision on board than he has, but we discussed after by mail, so it was okay.
And Frank, wasn't there a penalty given after that incident?
Huh?
Who got the penalty there?
For sure, this guy.
As the newest team to join the fleet, SoftBank Team Japan is still in a building phase. Give us an update on some of the advancements you guys have made and what we can expect on the water this week.
Well, we've got a few more people now, which is good. We're sort of going in the right direction there, and yeah, it's good to be back out racing. This is the only boat we've got at the moment to train in, and it's unfortunately it's limited time at these events, but like the guys have said, the sailing that we've had out there on the waters, particularly today, was just was something pretty cool. So flat water and good breeze, it's a lot of fun in these things.
Day one here in Gothenburg, 80 World Series. Boys are pretty pumped. Should be some good breeze. 14 to 17 knots. Let's get into it.
Boat's in good shape, and yeah, we're looking forward to getting back out there and racing again today.
to go as bows head towards the line.
Nice start at the weather side, at the top side, closest to us right now from Emirates Team New Zealand.
Look, it was a really solid day today for us. We got off the start line relatively well in race one. Didn't make too many mistakes, but the other guys sailed very well. Had some fantastic racing, and fairly pleased with our third place in that one.
Finally, Emirates Team New Zealand will cross in third.
Second race, we didn't get off quite as well as we would have liked, but we actually sailed a great race and managed to get back into second.
I mean, they're just starting together. That's the best part. These guys are just starting together. They're only going to get better.
Unfortunately, got pipped on the line by the BAR guys there at the end, but for the position where we are at the moment, looking at the long-term goals, very, very pleased with how the boys are sailing, and it's only going to improve from here. So a very pleasing day all round.
So we're trying to, if you like, dry run as many things as we can here that we would like to use in the Olympic Games, and of course our sailors are trying to deliver the best performances, both to set down a marker in terms of the opposition, but also so that they can build their own confidence that they're capable of coming back here in a year's time and really doing the business when it counts. Very interesting, very exciting venue, and one that's going to make for great TV coverage come the Olympic Games.
Rio is such a stunning venue. I'd love to be here again next year, racing on these waters, and look forward to the challenges ahead.
Rio is a pretty difficult place to sail, and we've been here for a month now, slowly kind of getting our head around it.
From a visual perspective, it's absolutely stunning. If you just look at the shoreline and you see all the mountains, you see Sugarloaf, you see the Christ, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So it's a cool place to be, and we love racing here.
The Olympics is something that I've dreamed about since I was a little girl, so to be in this position now with a chance of competing at the Olympic Games is incredible.
Had an unbelievably long journey to get this far. I've twice been a training partner, once for Ian Percy and once for Sarah Ayton before that, and I think this NACRA campaign's a real good chance to use everything that's been learned over the last 15 years, to be honest.
We've got a year left, and hopefully we'll tailor our learning now to make sure that we attack racing in a way that can go and win us races and go and get us second places rather than thinking that a fifth is a good result.
It's a year out. We've had many good things to take from the week. We've been on fire boat speed. We're just so fast.
We're 1 year away from the Olympics, and being able to come here and compete and prove yourself as a winner is massively important to ultimately being successful in a year's time.
We had a fantastic morale. The support staff coaches have worked incredibly hard and really had a great atmosphere within the team. So we're looking forward to coming back here next year, if you like, with a renewed vigour to make sure that we can actually bring home the medals when it really counts, that the country expects and deserves.
Were very impressive today. They got really good starts and managed to just get away from the fleet. We were battling hard with Team New Zealand all day and really fighting hard for second place, and obviously luckily we came out on top of both of those, but we've got to do one better tomorrow when it's double points. And so as you saw in the last run of the last race, we managed to hoist the code 0 and just get past the New Zealanders. any less than that and we won't be foiling. Any more than that and you won't really see the code zero. So it was another really good day where lots of crossovers. And that's why these boats are good, because there's lots of decisions that need to be made, and that's where the gains and losses are.
Slow, Land Rover BAR looks comfortable. They'll just nudge down to cross the line and take second place over the Kiwis.
Lots of manoeuvres, lots of tax jibes, hoists, drops, furls. So physically it's pretty hard, especially for the guys on the front. But also kind of navigationally for Giles, the tactician, and Ben just to remember how many laps we've done. But it's actually pretty hard. So tomorrow is double points, and we've just got to perform well. We've got to do one better than we did in both races today. But as you say, we are still leading overall, and that's what counts.
It's really exciting to stand here today to announce that the Extreme Sailing Series will be using the GC32 as the chosen platform to take the Extreme Sailing Series foiling in 2016. So it'll be the first time that foiling has been brought into the stadium venues that we do to an extent that nobody else comes close to.
I had some experience on the boats. They're a lot of fun, they're incredibly fast, very exciting, and kind of just a new generation of boats. Foiling's where the sport's going, and it's just going to be even more exciting for people to watch and more scary for us as sailors trying to keep these boats around the course.
The speeds the boats go around the course, you add 50% onto that in a windy location when the boats are foiling, and the closing speeds can be up to 90 kilometres an hour in some cases. So it adds to the level of intensity, the level of action, and certainly it adds to the challenge for the sailors, and that's what they're all looking for. So we expect the level to be very high with some high-profile teams joining next year.
The long-term future of the series, it evolves on continual evolution and the sporting format and the technological format as well. So embracing the foiling technologies is fantastic. It's technology that is going to be here to stay in the world of sailing. Stadium sailing is core to the concept. It always has been and it always will be.